So in the last video, we lowered the Z06 about 3/4 of an inch. After measuring and letting it settle, it's closer to an inch, but I think this is the perfect look for this car. And I can confirm there's no rubbing or scraping. This is something that really should be done from the factory. I can't believe that they're okay with this, but yet they offer it as a factory option. You can get the grill guards installed when you order your car. If you didn't get them installed, you're gonna have to do it yourself. And it's a tricky job for the ones in the front. It's pretty time consuming. It's not hard, it's time consuming. But these are the grill guards from GM, and then we have the ones for the side vents too. I'm going to show you these along the way and kind of show you what it looks like and how much of a difference it makes. I've got a little over 500 miles on my car, and I've already got a few little dings on those vents in the front. Nothing major, but I'm more concerned of larger debris getting in there. There has been reports of people having leaky radiators and AC condensers from objects getting shoved in the vent. Of course, the faster you go, the more damage you're gonna get. Once you get your car up in the air and the wheels removed, you can see all the T15 screws. So there is a bunch of them, and there is some good how-to videos out there. Just take your time, pay attention to where all the screws go. The outer corners have a condenser and radiator sandwiched together. On the back side of the corners, you can see the radiator with a huge small fan right there. You can see why these cars don't have any overheating issues on the track. The bumper guards are going to cover up all three coolers right across the front. So there is a bunch of choices out there. There's some ones on Amazon and eBay, and every site offers a variation. I chose to go with the GM ones. Always fit, they're always good quality, and if they're GM approved, you know they're going to fit the car. A little bit more money, sometimes it's worth it doing it once. Once you get these things installed, you can see on the back side, they cover all of the grill, and on the front side, unless you get right up on them, they're not really noticeable, and the holes are small enough that it should block any of the larger debris. We're going to do the back one next. This over here is completely open. Same thing, radiator is sitting right there. So this is the best one. If you do some research, this is the best fitting one and the best looking one, and they're shaped exactly. And look at the packaging. So if you want to put your camera up against the screen, you can get the instructions and follow along.
Actually bolts in. The quick pin bolts in too.
This is probably one of the most brilliant things, the fact that they give you a little handle to assemble it. This snaps in there, so you can guide that in. We can confirm they fit absolutely perfect. Just follow the instructions and do it exactly the way they say. It looks great, and it has more of a blacker look. Makes those scoops look even larger. Now they're kind of blacked out. They look larger, but the nice thing is they match the front perfectly. And I actually say these are probably a little bit nicer quality than the GM ones in the front. But once they're installed, you can't really see them, and they do match. So I'm happy. We got the bumper on right here. That is what the guard looks like. You can see how large of a hole it would have had. Now it's got the hexagonal holes in there, much smaller. I would say they're a little over 1/4 of an inch. So that's going to stop debris getting there. Of course, tiny rocks may still get in there, but there's a good chance it's going to bounce off that mesh. Same on the front. When you turn the light off, it's not real obvious. I mean, it looks OE. Next is to change the front lip. So I don't hate the front lip. I just really wish it wasn't color matched. It just kind of disappears and just looks a little odd to me. I did change the lip and side skirts on my Stingray, and I bought the genuine GM carbon, which looked absolutely fantastic, and it fit just exactly the way you would expect. It was a direct bolt-on. I still have that. Figured it might fit a Z06, and obviously it doesn't. It's too narrow. So wait till the end of the video. I do have that for sale. It has less than 100 miles on it. Genuine GM carbon ground effects. Anyway, let's get back to the Z06. Did order 2 aftermarket lips because I really didn't want to pay GM money for these lips. And like I mentioned, they didn't fit being aftermarket. I bought a direct replacement for the lip, and then I bought a Z07 style, which just looked too aggressive. If you did the wing and the Z07, I think it works better together, but I don't plan on changing the rear wing. So back to the drawing board, started looking around, and then started thinking about it. And I said, hey, why not just take the OE lip and have it finished carbon flash. Let's see how that looks. So I definitely like the way this looks. It's got more definition. It's not an aggressive lip. I'm going to play with this for a little bit and look at it. I might still change it in the future, but in the meantime, this is just another idea for you guys that want something a little conservative, and it's fairly easy to do. I'm going to put the color code up on the screen for carbon flash. Most good body shops know this color because they've used it on Corvettes for a while, and most of the shops can match this pretty good. As you see on this one, it matches absolutely perfect. It's got that nice flake to it. It's got the colors in it when the sun hits it. It looks absolutely factory, and of course it fits 100%. This next modification is the easiest thing you're going to do to your Z06, and it makes a huge difference in the looks department. And of course it increases cooling. Look at this quick before and after. It's going to literally take you 10 minutes. You're going to need a T15 and then of course a trim removal kit. We sell this kit in our store. I use it on the Corvette all the time. LHTperformance.com. This, I promise, is going to be the easiest thing you do to your Z06. With your trim removal tool, there is 2 points right here that you're going to put the tool in there and take those off. That comes down from the top. It's going to expose these 2 screws and these 2 quick releases. Now you don't need to take those screws out. That's for your license plate. You do need to take this cap off right here, and then this cap off right here. It's going to expose some T15 screws behind it right there. These are a quarter turn, actually not half turn. So now this should come out from the top. The clips are in the top right here, and it should swing down kind of like those outside ones. So on this side you can see this exposes your tow hook thread. That little cap there, this is on the passenger side. You're going to pop that off, and that is the exposed thread. We did put those T15 screws back in there. They're not going to get in the way, and they're not going to get lost. They're going to fit right behind those covers. And it is a finished piece, so you guys that were kind of concerned that it's going to have like raw plastic behind it, kind of like I did, I thought that would have been unfinished plastic. It's not. It's a finished grill, and it looks so much more aggressive, so much more cooling.
And the grill guard we put in covers the whole thing too.
Yeah, it's got plenty of room, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's what I was concerned with, that the grill guard wasn't going to cover the whole thing, but it does.
That is literally a 5-minute mod. Even if you don't have the concern of cooling, which you probably won't unless you're tracking, it just looks cool, and that's sometimes what it's all about. So I gotta say, that grill made more difference than I expected. It looks like we just put a new front bumper on. Something so basic like that adds a little bit more of a custom look. More cooling is always better. Unless you're tracking, you'll probably never see the benefits of this, but sometimes it's about how it looks, and I think it looks fantastic. The lip definitely looks better than the color matched, in my opinion. Still might come back and revisit that and do the OE carbon flash lip. I'm not sure. Next thing I'm going to do on this car, and I'm going to make a whole episode about it because I want to share as much as I can. I want you to do your own maintenance if you can, is the oil change and the transmission filter. Even if you take it to the dealer for the scheduled maintenance, doing it once in between definitely doesn't hurt. The more you can stay on top of the maintenance, the better. That way you can have double the protection, double the peace of mind, and the cleanest oil possible. So let's get to that carbon on the Stingray I told you about in the beginning of the video. Funny story, I ordered this from GM, brand spanking new, put it on the car. Less than 100 miles, I get a call, hey, your Z06 is ready to build. I ordered the Z06 3 years prior to this, so this was barely on the car when I got that call. Long story, I took the carbon off, took the accessories off, sold the car. The Z06 came in, and guess what? They agreed on MSRP. So long story, but this stuff is brand new. This is the front lip. It's a direct bolt on. The beauty of this, there's no cutting, no drilling. You take the factory screws out, you put the screws back in. This sticks to the side of the car. There's no drilling on the side of the car. This portion right here, I don't like drilling cars, and this doesn't drill it. You use the 3M tape, and then the bottoms right here rivet on. I did get a new pack of rivets, so they are color matched and they secure the side skirts. This is the nicest looking kit in my opinion, and it fits perfect. The front lip right here, it is carbon. There's no scrapes. As you see, there's no damage at all. It never even touched the ground. Like I say, less than 100 miles. It was basically for pictures only. Hit me up, I'll sell you this. GM sent it in a really large box. I think the shipping was like 250 bucks. This kit is used, but it's like new. I'm not gonna ship it, but you know what? If you're interested in making the trip down to LHT, we'll install it for you. It takes an hour. You don't have to worry about shipping. And this, if this fit the Z06, it would be on the car immediately. I love this kit. So check this out. Hit me up on Instagram or give me the link in the video where you want me to contact you, and I'll sell you this kit and install it at the same time. But look at this. Nothing compares to the OE stuff, and I've tried carbon over the years from everybody. There is better companies out there and worse companies. This, in my opinion, is the best. The genuine stuff is always perfect. Look at that. Even underneath, there's no scrapes, there's no damage. Like I said, less than 100 miles. Anyway, there it is. This will fit Z51, non-Z51. It won't fit E-Ray or Z06. So the Stingrays come with these square tips. If you're not a fan of them, like myself, we have a round tip option. This is a pretty popular exhaust tip. We sell a bunch of these. We sell them in polished stainless or mirror powder coated black. These are resonated. Believe it or not, these actually do a good job at quieting the exhaust down to a point that you install these, it's noticeably louder. Part of this is this diameter right here is overall larger, so you get a bit of a bellow effect, but no resonance chamber in there makes these noticeably louder, like surprisingly louder. Like everybody that we've installed these tips for have told us, I'm surprised how much better it sounds just by changing the tips. We've done exhausts on the C8 Stingray, and on a good day, they pick up about 8 to 10 horsepower. If you do a cool down run, the money run as it's known, you can get 12. But in my opinion, for the money it costs and potentially having those check engine lights, it's not worth it. We sell these in the store, either polished stainless or mirror black powder coat. They look beautiful. And of course, you get the sound. So in the next episode, we're going to do the first oil change on the Corvette Z06 as well as the DCT filter. It's always better to be overkill. Changing the oil more frequent than needed is always a better option. This is a Stingray that we are working on right here. The transmission looks pretty much the same. The oil filter is going to be different. I think I'll split it into 2 videos for you DIY guys. We'll do an oil change, and then in a separate video we'll do the transmission filter change. GM tell you to change that transmission filter by 7,500 miles. Anybody that's ever worked on cars know when they're built and assembled, there is material in there. There is clutch material, there is brake-in lube, there is assembly lube. All that gets mixed in. I think it's always beneficial to change it early and put fresh fluid in there. The better you can be with these cars, the longer they'll last, more reliable they'll be. And of course, being overkill is what I'm all about. I'd rather change my oil twice as much and not have issues as opposed to saving a couple of bucks on oil and end up dealing with a warranty issue. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, if you got any ideas, tips, or tricks, leave me a comment, hit the subscribe, hit the like, and we'll see you on the next video.